Good morning and welcome to another edition of Minecraft Meetup. Today we are going to be talking about using command blocks, chain command blocks, and repeating command blocks. So we're going to take a look at what each one does, how they work. I know we talked a little bit last time about how to get them to work with pressure plates, but we're actually going to take that a step further today. All right, so let me get in here. And it is raining in this world. I know you can't hear it, but it is raining pretty heavy. So I'm going to actually jump down here. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to actually make the weather clear. Here we go. Much better. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I have all this stuff here in my inventory. I am going to clear out my inventory so I can give myself a command block, because you will remember, again, you're not going to find them in your you can find them in your inventory. You can look for a command and you will not find a command block anywhere in your inventory. You actually have to give it to yourself. So in order to do that, you have to go into the commands and give D command block. All right, now I have a command block, okay? And you're going to notice that this command block is kind of an orange, brown orange color, okay? You're going to notice that. And I want you to notice something else about it that's very, very important: which way the arrows are going. The arrows indicate which way the flow is going to go, because we're going to need to use a different type of command block if we're going to be using what's called a chain command block. So this is just a regular command block, and this is the front right here, and this is the back right here, and of course it is facing this way. So if we were going to put other command blocks, we would need to put them in front of this one in order for it to make like a chain reaction type thing. So in order to make this command block go, I know we've done this before, but get out of here, go away. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and you do a right click on a Windows machine. I use the letter P, and we know that it is an impulse type of a block. Now we have an impulse, we have a chain and repeat, and they are a different color based on the type of block that it is. So we're going to go ahead and stick with impulse. Unconditional, we don't want a condition, and a condition means that the block before had to do something and had to be true before this one would do something. That's more of a coding thing. We want it to need redstone, so we have to somehow trigger it, and then we want it to do something. So in this one, I'm going to say, I'm going to use the word say. I'm going to use the word say. Would you like a chicken? Okay. So now, in order to make it work, I'm going to put something right here. I'm going to search for a lever. There's a lever. Put the lever in there. And I'm going to put a lever here. And then I'm going to pull on that lever, and look what it says there on the screen. It says, would you like a chicken? Actually, the block is doing that. So if you do, of course, then we can add more to it. Turn it back off, and we'll turn it on again. Would you like a chicken? And that will stay there for as long as the lever is on. There we go. Okay. All right. So now we've got the regular command block, and you can only put one command per command block. What if you wanted to do several of them, and you did not want to use an NPC, then a non-player character, but you wanted to use the blocks in such a way? So you could use these blocks and stack these blocks this way if you wanted to. But you're going to need to put redstone in between each one, and you're going to need to create a bigger type of a chain. Or what I can do is I can put another one right here. Oops, it's not facing the right way, so I'm going to go ahead and stand right here. Nope. Go this way. Maybe it'll go this way. See how the arrow is super important. Okay, we have it this way. And now we're going to change this type of rock. It's not going to be an impulse. This one's going to be a chain. and we're going to still need it unconditional, but we're going to make this one always active, which means it doesn't, it will do something once the other block does something. Okay, so we're going to leave it just like that, and we're going to go ahead and put in here summon chicken. All right, so now when I pull this, and you notice how the color of the block changed. Now it's like a blue color because that is a chain command block. It's being what after this one, then this one's going to go. And again, it follows that arrow. So that arrow is really, really important. I'm going to go ahead and pull this. We're going to see what it does. Look at that. It did two things. It said, would you like a chicken? And then it summoned a chicken for me. So it actually did two things. So let's see what happens. I'm going to add another block right here. Okay. And we're going to make this one also a chain block. So that way they go together. Okay. Unconditional. We're going to make this always active. Okay. And this one we're going to make, do something else here. Okay, make it again a chain, always active. And the command for this one is going to be give Misha D redstone. Redstone. See what that does. Okay. All right. All right. Let's go back over here. And this one we're going to change from summon a chicken to summon a zombie, like that. Okay. So now I'm going to, if I can move correctly here, moving me all over the place. All right. I'm going to go ahead and turn this. We're going to turn it back on now. There's my zombie. And notice down here in my inventory that it actually gave the redstone on top of everything else. So I have the command block, I have a lever, and now I have redstone. I didn't take that out of the inventory. It just gave it to me because that was the next command. So we can continue to do command after command after command after command. We can have a whole row of these, and they can do that. But I want to show you something else within these chain of commands here. If I go in here, another part of is I can delay it on the ticks. The tick is like a second long, right? So I could have it like delay, almost like when we use the repeater, and we can delay when that redstone gets there. We can actually delay it in ticks. So this one is the summon zombie. So why don't we delay it by 3 ticks? Okay, and then we're also going to delay this one by 3 ticks, like that. And we're not going to give me redstone this time. We're going to give me a minecart, like that. Okay. So let's see what this does. Okay. So now I'm going to turn this back off, and I'm going to turn it on. Well, it didn't take too long. It did it fairly quickly. But it did it. And now another zombie I've unleashed another zombie on the world. Probably not the best thing to do. Okay, so these are our let's see, maybe we should try to add a little bit more of the ticks. So we're gonna delay in ticks. Let's delay 10 ticks on this one. And then on this one, we will delay in 15 ticks. See what that does. Okay, now let's go ahead and turn it on. It took a little bit longer that time. it take a little bit longer that time. So as you can see, you can delay what it does, and then this is the one that starts everything, and then the chain blocks, and you can have as many chain blocks as you want as long as the arrows are facing the right way, and then you have a command for them, and that could be the exact same command. Okay, so there's that, and now over here, looks like it got my chicken. Now there's a lot of things that are out here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put down another command block, but this time we're going to change it to a repeater block. Okay, and if we can have it either need redstone or always active. So if we need redstone, okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to say give D diamond. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to need to put something on here, so it will do that. I can put a pressure plate. I'm going to go ahead and put another lever though, since I already have it in my inventory. Okay. And since it's a repeater, it's going to continue to give me those diamonds until I turn it off. Okay, so now it's repeating and it's giving me that diamond, and it's just going to keep doing it until I either stop it or turn it off. And now that I've turned it off, how many diamonds did it give me? Let's see here. We've got, wow, I have a whole bunch of diamonds in there, filled up my whole inventory with diamonds. So you see how the repeater works. And you got to be careful with repeater, especially if you're teleporting people or you're using it. I wouldn't use it for teleporting or things like that. I would use it for give or something that you want it to continue to do over and over again. Maybe if you're spawning something in the world, or you're creating some kind of block, or you're giving somebody some kind of block, then you could repeat it. And as you see here, it gave me a whole bunch of diamonds here. So and it stopped once I turned off the redstone to it. Now, what happens if I say, nope, we're not gonna have redstone, we're gonna say always active. And if we do that, then it's gonna keep going until I get back in here and turn it off. Basically, there, I finally stopped. So you can see that, and again, it's a different color here. Change it back to the weather clear so we can see. Okay, so if it's a purple color, that's the repeater. That means it's going to repeat. Gets in that loop. The bluish teal color is the chain block. And that means one piece does something, and then the next piece, and then the next piece, and the next piece, and so on, so forth. And just a regular command block is kind of an orangish brownish color. And this is the one that will start the chain reaction going. Now, once again, it is very important that you understand which way that the command blocks are facing. They have an arrow on them. So you need to know which way it's facing. So if you are making a chain of command blocks, that you know which way your arrows are facing. So that way you know which way the flow is going to go as far as where your commands are. Otherwise, it's going to be kind of a useless thing. It won't work. I actually had one where I had one of my commands was facing the wrong way, and I didn't realize it. And I was like, why isn't it working? I'm like, oh my gosh, it didn't occur to me. So it's very important that those arrows are facing the correct way. And again, you want to make sure that you don't want to have it always active. You want to make it so where you activate it in some way, whether by a lever, a pressure plate, a button, some type of redstone reaction, so that way you're in control of what the command blocks are doing. Okay, and that's really all that we have as far as command blocks go. I wouldn't use a repeater as much as the chain reaction. I think the chain reaction ones would be very nice, especially if you're going to be doing lots of commands at a time. That way you can have them kind of go in order. And again, your kids are starting to think about putting things in order, sequencing, which is a part of the coding process as well. So with that said, we're going to say farewell